So what you guys just learned is step 1, is to find the GCF. What's on your quiz though is a 2-step process. You learned how to find the GCF. Now you also have to learn how to do step 2, which is factoring out the GCF. What that looks like is undoing the distributive property. When you distribute, you multiply. So if you want to undo it, you have to divide. Thank you, Krista. So what you're going to do is look at your problem, and you're going to find the GCF first. What do 7 and 14 have in common?
2.
No, that's what you would get when you did divide them.
Oh.
What goes into 7 and 14?
7.
7. Right. So 7 is the GCF. Do they have any x's in common?
No.
No. Do they have any y's in common?
No.
No. So just 7 is the GCF. That goes in the front of the parentheses. After that, you divide, you write what's left inside the parentheses. 7 divided by 7 is 1. And the x will just stay there. That's why there's an x all by itself. It doesn't have a number in front of it. You can write 1x if you want, but the 1 doesn't mean anything. Going back, you're going to do plus 14y divided by 7. 14 divided by 7 is 2. And the y is just going to stay there and hang out because you didn't do anything with it. This is the answer. If you wanted to check and see if your answer was right, you could distribute. Do you get back where you started?
Yep.
Right. Which means, oh, we must have done it right. Okay, next problem. First step, you're finding the GCF, right? So 8 and 6, what do they have in common?
2.
2.
Take my test, Mrs.
Right. Yep. X squared and x to the third. How many x's do they have in common?
2.
2 x's. So I'm also going to put an x squared with that. So look, there's 2x squared on the outside. You got to write what's left on the inside after you divide. 8 divided by 2 is 4. When you do x to the third over x squared, how many x's are left? We did that in unit 1. X to the third over x squared would leave you with 1 that's not canceled out. So that's why this 4 just has an x with it. You can put a 1 on it if you want. The 1 doesn't really matter though. Plus, moving on. 6 divided by 2 is 3. X squared over x squared would leave you with how many x's?
0.
None. The x's are all gone. They cancel each other out, which is why the 3 is by itself. Again, if you wanted to check your answer, you could distribute and make sure you got where you started. This is the answer. I want you to try numbers 3 and 4 and then check in with me before you do anything else.